Ooh.
Shayna, we are, of course, live here in studio. Lots to talk about, my friend. But I think we have to save that for another time in regards to the new offensive coordinator of the Washington Skins here.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, David Blau is the new offense coordinator for the Skins, Washington Skins. He was the quarterbacks coach, so kind of makes a little no sense to me. But why would we get rid of Cliff but keep one of his proteges? But whatever. But we'll talk about that in another video. We got some business to attend to.
We definitely have some business to attend to. So let's go right at it with our first. Well, before we even do that, Chano, before we even talk about that, let's talk about the game that's going on right now. Real quick, a recap. We hit on the -2.5 with Miami. We have, I took personally Indiana -3.5. It's looking pretty good, unless the Ducks just scored.
Ducks just scored, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens there.
See what happens.
But yeah, it looked. Indiana had that pick six to start the game. Like, was it the first, was it second, third play of the game? It seemed like it was pretty early.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oregon's about to tie it up right now, but still early.
So it is of course the Peach Bowl that's happening as Oregon's take it on Indiana, but pretty good on the Miami future that we had. So yeah. Let's jump in, of course, to, that's what they pay us for, my friend, the big bucks, the NFL wild card picks. And we're going to be covering all 6 games. So we're going to put this up for you in just a second here. Let's see here.
Okay, so we got 2 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday, and then 1 game on Monday night. So, hey, this is a great week stretch of football here for everybody. Yeah, the college game and the game last night, that Miami game. We covered. We said we got Miami -2.5 really early. But then I even said on our show on Wednesday, I said I still like it at -3.5. It was squeaky, but they won by 4, so that covered as well. So, but that was a great game, wasn't it?
Oh,
Good God, that was a great game.
Absolutely.
Super entertaining, back and forth. It was a great game. So we had that game. Now this game to the college football as well, and then a whole weekend of NFL slate. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
No, not at all. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? When we saw the 2.5, we're like, let's do it, and that's what we saw here with our NFL picks. Now that we're somewhat back to normal here, let's pull up the first game. That, of course, is Saturday's game there, Shano. We can see it right there on the screen. We've got the Rams taking on the Panthers at 4:30 at Bank of America Stadium. The spread has been going off and on. 10.5. We've seen that all week there, Shano. And you can see the ATS right there. 12-5 for the Rams, 10-7. Now, keep in mind the Rams did play Carolina recently. So to me, I'm going to
Carolina won.
Carolina won. For me, I'm going to take the first shot. I'm going to go with one of my picks here. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams, and I got it in at -10.
I like that a lot. I think the Rams. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to beat an NFL team twice for anybody. And I don't think the Rams are themselves when they lost to the Panthers that first time around. And yeah, I like that a lot too. I'm with you on that. Give me the Rams -10.
I see them winning by 2 touchdowns, easily, maybe by 17. The total is starting to come a little low. It was definitely higher than it was before, but like I said, I really do like the Rams at -10.
Yeah, you got to think about it too. You have Bryce Young. It's his first ever playoff start. I know that he's been in the league for a couple of years now, but it's still different. That intensity ratchets it up even on another level compared to the regular season. That Rams team's a pretty well veteran team there, right? They have that experience. So I like that, and their defense is good. The Rams defense is pretty good. So I could see them giving Bryce Young some fits. So I agree with that 100%.
So you had mentioned, Shayna, real quick, if we can just touch base here, you had mentioned the what do you call it? You had mentioned how the Carolina Panthers had beaten the Rams. What was that? A few weeks ago?
I can't remember the exact week, but yeah, they beat them, and then they beat them by wasn't it by 10 or so? It wasn't like it was super close. I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah. While Shayna's looking that up, we do have a little bit of a surprise here. We've got a lot of announcements to make, but one announcement that we're going to be making is our new odds person, which will be scores and odds. So that is apparently producer Mark kind of got a little PO'd. You know what it is? It's because Casey, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's a little upset. He's jealous of executive producer Mike with the Bears. I would be too. But apparently no more odds trader. We are going with a new guy, and it's, of course, score and odds. So welcome.
Yeah, he's used to those Chiefs winning. So when you're a Skins fan and we have a season like this year, that's like our norm.
Yeah. And,
we're used to those type of seasons.
Yeah.
Those Chiefs fans aren't used to that.
So all the odds.
I was just looking it up. They played each other back in November, the last week of November 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers won 31-28, but the Rams had 3 turnovers in that game. Matt Stafford threw 2 picks, and they had a lost fumble. So you take those 3 turnovers away. I know that's somewhat credit to the Panthers defense there,
mm-hmm.
but you take those away, I'm sure that the Rams probably would have won that game. I would think. It's hard to win when you lose to turnover battle like that. Oh, Matt Stafford had a fumble too. So Matt Stafford was accountable for all 3 turnovers in that game. He had 2 picks and a fumble.
It happens. Let's go to our next here, Shano, is, of course, the Green Bay Packers. We talked about executive producer Mike's team. Now, there's only going to be 2 games on Saturday here, guys. So we have, of course, the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. And you can see the new lines that are coming up again. I think it's still with Odds Trader. He's still updating that, but with scores and odds is what he's going to go with from now on. So -1.5 here for Green Bay. The Bears at +1.5. I'm going to take another shot here, Shano. I'm going with the Chicago Bears money line. I don't need no points. The Packers are on a 4-game losing streak. Love comes back. That's fantastic. But based on, I think the way that Caleb's been playing, I think the Bears want to make send a message. I don't care what it is going to be. Apparently there's going to be some snow tomorrow morning, inch or 2 here and there, but I don't care what it is.
The team.
Yeah.
I like
both
teams are used to the cold, and they both outdoor stadiums. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like Green Bay's not going to be scared of the cold.
Exactly.
If any team's not going to be scared of the cold, it's them. And Chicago's just as cold. I mean, they're like what, an hour and a half from each other, 2 hours from each other by drive, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. What's your thoughts on this one?
So my thoughts on this one were, so they played each other twice recently, within the last 5 weeks of each other. So they played in Green Bay. The Packers won 28-21. Jordan Love played in that game. The second game in Chicago, which was week 16, I believe. Yeah, week 16. Right. The Packers lost 22-16, but that's the game. Jordan Love was not playing in that game. It was Malik Willis. And Malik Willis looked pretty good. And then that's the game he got hurt. He left early. Malik Willis did. So the Bears won. And that was a close game. Both of them were close, though, both within 1 score. So this is the game I was the most unsure of for my pick. So I think I'll roll with you and get the Bears getting a home playoff game here.
So the Bears, of course, I'm going to go money line. Now you can take the 1.5. I don't see it. It's going to be close, but I really don't see it, happening for Green Bay. I think Green Bay, they're going to get some guys back here and there. That's fantastic. But I think Chicago wins it outright. All right, let's go to our third game, which is going to be the 1:00 game. This is a game that I am definitely looking forward to. This is something that we talked about earlier in the week there, Shano, about a possible new head coach in Buffalo. So I think here it's going to be the Buffalo Bills at plus 1.5. Jacksonville are now, it should be minus 1.5 there. There's a typo there for Jacksonville. So here's the thing. Again, I don't need to give up the points here. I'm just going to go money line with the Jacksonville Jaguars at minus 107.
I agree 100%. I think the wrong team's favorite here. I think Jacksonville's been red hot, man. They have been red hot leading into these playoffs. And they're 8-0 straight up leading into the playoffs in the last 8 games. And against the spread, they're 8-0. So, I mean, they're easily going to cover the plus 1.5, I would think. But the Jags are a complete team from head to bottom. And Cohen, man, he's got Trevor Lawrence playing like his old Clemson days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree 100%. I think the Jags are the better overall team. That Buffalo defense that's what's going to kill the Bills, I think. I think they can score and keep up with them. I think it's that defense that's going to get back on because that Bills defense hasn't been able to stop much this year.
No, not at all. They can't even stop the run. So that's definitely going to be a problem. I think Jacksonville, nice weather, but I think Jacksonville takes care of Buffalo. And not only that, I think McDermott gets fired.
Big day for Travis Etienne.
Yes.
For the Jag.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Let's jump on to game number 4 of the wild card. It'll be the second game on Sunday. So remember, there's 2 games on Saturday. There's 3 games on Sunday. Let's go to the 4:00 game. And this is an interesting one, or 4:30, I should say. And the odds have changed here, Shano. It's jumped up 3 points since the beginning. We talked offline. It was Philadelphia minus 3.5. It's now at minus 6. Phew. There's still injuries that's going on with San Francisco, but it's tough to win in Philadelphia. I'm going to go with Philadelphia minus 5.5 here.
Once again, I'm agreeing with all your picks here. I was doing some research for this. The Niners defense, they haven't been that great, especially since they lost Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. And then, like you said, they have some injuries. Trenton Williams, it's looking like he may not play. That's a huge loss for you. That's a stud left tackle. We know him very well from his time here in Washington. Also, Ricky Pearsall is questionable. And if they don't have him, that receiver core is not going to be up to par, I don't think. And also the Niners, if you look at them, they had a good record this year and almost had the 1 seed if they would have beat the Seahawks. But if you look at their stats against good defenses, they struggle against good defenses. Seattle, that they just played last week, great defense there, and they were held to 3 points and only 173 total yards. So now they have to go cross-country and face the Eagles in Philly, where the Philly starters had a bye week last week. They didn't play any starters last week outside of Devontae Smith. He played for like half a quarter to get him over 1,000 yards receiving, and then they benched him, right? So all their starters are going to be rested, and I'm sure they're preparing like crazy. Right. I like the Eagles minus 5.5 as well.
I just if it goes to 6.5, because what bothers me is the hook. But if we had pulled, the trigger, and I did when it came to the over and under, I took the under on this one as well, but I got it early. I got it real early, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later, where I did a 6-game parlay on this, where I pretty much took a lot of unders early in throughout the week. You know what I mean?
The underline moved, the over-underline moved like crazy too.
Like crazy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It went down like 3 or 4 points from when it opened up, from where it opened up at. So I'm sure a ton of money was pouring in on that under. Because I thought that was a little high too, because the Eagles, while the Eagles defense is really good, their offense has struggled at times this year. So like I just said, the Niners defense hasn't been great, losing their 2 biggest stars. I agree with you. Like, I think I like the under as well. I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but like I'm definitely gonna take Eagles minus 5.5.
Yeah. I from the previous game. Let's go back to the previous game there, Shano. Talking about line moves. I got under 52.5 in the Jacksonville Buffalo game. It's now at 51.5. So that's something I would recommend doing as well if you want to do like a parlay here of Jacksonville with an under 51.5. I wouldn't go anything below that. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, let's go to our fifth game, which is the Sunday night game. The Sunday night game, of course, is the New England Patriots hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm stuck on this one. I'm a little torn. The problem that I see is Los Angeles, the Chargers. I mean, we can talk about Harbaugh. We can talk about, his record, et cetera, et cetera. The issue that I have with Los Angeles, if it goes to +4, I'm taking the Chargers 100%. Right now, I'm a little debating it because of their offensive line. Their O-line, I don't know. I don't see it. I also am against New England. Who have they played the whole season? They've had pretty much the easiest schedule throughout the whole season there, Shano. As you know, I don't know where to lean here at all.
Yeah, this is a tough one for sure. But you said like the Patriots have an easy schedule. I agree. They had an easy schedule. But the teams they were beating, it's not like they were beating them like in close games. They were like handily beating teams, which that gives me some more confidence. They did beat the Bills in Buffalo. That's a pretty impressive win, right?
Right.
So I think that I like the Pats in this game. I think I'm taking the minus 3.5. I saw one book had them at -3.
Yeah, even. I saw it at -3 as well.
I like that. I like that a lot. You can take away the hook.
I'll tell you what I did take here, Shano. I did take the under 46.5. It's gone down a point, obviously, but I took the under here in this game. I think that hits under 46.5 will be my official play for this one.
Yeah, I think the under hits as well. I like the Pats. I like the Pats, especially if you can get it at -3. I would take that.
Sure.
The Patriots have looked great. Like you said, it's an easy schedule, but it's not like they were squeaking by teams. Drake May's been playing out of his mind. What scares me about the Chargers a little bit is Herbert's never won a playoff game. He's going cross country, going into a cold environment there in Foxborough on Sunday night, right? So it's gonna be like probably 30 degrees, maybe 25 degrees, somewhere around there. When the weather's saying somewhere in that range, 25, 30 degrees. And Gillette Stadium's going to be loud. This is their first home playoff game since 2019, and I know that only sounds like 6 years. But that's an eternity for the Patriots. When's the last time they went 6 years without a home playoff game?
Yeah, but if memory serves, where Herbert played, what was it 2-3 years ago? Who'd they play? Texans or Jags?
Yeah,
I believe they played the Texans. They should have won that game.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a little torn here. Because they had a clown of a head coach, as you remember. But this is Harbaugh, and I'm like, he's been there. You know what I mean? So, I'm concerned.
It's true.
I'm concerned.
I see the concerns. I think New England gets it done, especially if you can get it at -3. I would take that in a heartbeat. I'll take the Pats -3.
Speaking of concerns, the Monday night game. I am definitely concerned, and we're going based on the trends. When you go 23-0 on Monday night for the Pittsburgh Steelers as they take host the Texans, the spread has changed here a little bit. It's been 3.5 all throughout the week. It's now down to 3. It's going back up to 3.5. It's like a seesaw here. I love Houston. I'm scared.
This one, I did a deep dive into the stats in this one last night when I was watching that Miami game. The Texans have been good, right? Obviously they have like 12 wins, right? So they started off the season 0-4 or whatever it was, and then they turned it around, had a great turnaround. But if you look at their games, it's not like they've been blowing teams out. They've been all very close. They had a couple games that were at more than one score, but for the most part, they've all been one-score games. And what shocked me is when I was looking at their home versus away, they averaged less than 20 points per game on the road. And C.J. Stroud's passer rating, completion percentage, and yards per attempt all decline when playing outdoors on the road. So you mix that in, tough environment. It's going to be like around freezing in Pittsburgh. Houston's used to an indoor stadium down there. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. The over-under of this game is set at like 38, I think. Something like that, right? So the over-under set at 38, so it's going to be a low-scoring game is what everybody's projecting. And I get that the Texans' defense is legit and elite. I mean, they are very good, probably one of the best defense in the league, if not the best defense in the league. But I think that low-scoring total projection tells me that that usually favors the team getting the points to cover. So I think I'm going to take Pittsburgh plus 3.5.
All right, Pittsburgh plus 3.5. I like it. I don't even want to look at the over/under here. I want Houston to win, but it's the old man. I don't know what to do. I'm a little torn there. I'm a little torn. Shana, let's recap of what we have here. I took the Rams -10. And do you concur on that?
I agree. Rams -10.
Let's go with the next game, Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago. I'm going to go with Chicago money line, and we got him in at even money on that. So we got it in early.
Yeah, this one I think was one of the closer ones for me. Well, I wasn't sure. I'll roll with you and go Chicago money line.
The line has changed throughout the week here, but this is something where I'm predicting, hey, Buffalo fires McDermott because they lose. Give me the Jags money line.
I agree 100% here. I think the Jags are a better team. I think they got better defense. Give me the Jags.
You went Philly -6 here, or -5.5, correct?
-5.5, yeah.
And I like the under on that game as well. I got it in early at I think I said got it at 46.5. So give me that. If it goes below that, but we talked off the air regarding Philadelphia. It was at -3.5 early. I mean, soon as it came out, we should have jumped on that early. But I know a few people, especially producer Mark, got it at -4.5. So I think that's a winning ticket for him.
I agree with that. The -4.5 for sure, winning ticket. One other thing I like about that game too that I wanted to bring up is that we didn't do earlier. It's something I did when I was looking at some research there. I like Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown as well. Just if you want some sprinkle money to put something on. The Niners give up like I think they're like 24th or 25th in the league for receptions to tight ends, and they've given up the second most touchdowns to tight ends in the league. So Dallas Goedert, the Eagles tight end, I kind of like him putting some money on that for a touchdown. Anytime touchdown bet.
Anytime score.
Anytime touchdown bet, yeah. If you want some pizza money, throw on there, throw a little bit on it. I like it. It's like at +200 to +240, depending on the book you go on.
Sure.
So I think it's worth the sprinkle.
Speaking of books, we are with now scores and odds. There seems to be, I don't know, producer Mark just kind of got I think someone pissed in his Wheaties this morning, and I guess he decided to get rid of Odds Trader. So they will be our future sponsor now for our odds. But now let's go to our Sunday night game, the Chargers and the New England Patriots. I said under on these points. You went with what, Shano?
I like the Pats -3. If you can buy the hook, right now most books is -3.5. I'm going to take the Pats -3. Get rid of the hook, buy it up a point with an alt spread or something like that. But I'm taking the Patriots -3.
And I did under 46.5 for that game. Finally, the Monday night game there, Shano. It is, of course, Houston at Pittsburgh. I have no play on this.
I'm taking Steelers plus 3.5.
Steelers plus 3.5. Ooh.
It's moving back and forth between +3 and +3.5, and like every book, it's been literally fluctuating back and forth all day. So if you can get it at +3.5, I would jump on it. +3, sure, you can do it, but you're just going to push there.
Yeah. That's going to do it for us. We're going to sign off for a few minutes while we get the wise man in for our college basketball picks. We've got some interesting ones to pick from, but before we go, we will talk about the new offensive coordinator for the Skins. We will talk about that. And, of course, we're going to have a lot of things to say for our next show. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us through our social media pages. You can email us. You can tell us what you think, what your lock of the week is for the wild card. There's 6 games. We just gave you all 6 picks. We will have a short for that later on. and as well as what will be upcoming. We have, of course, as we just stated, we're going to have some NCAA picks for you in just a moment. We'll have some UFL news with the GOAT. He will be coming on next week as well. As you can see, the time's on the screen. Our next live show here, Shano, would be Monday night, correct?
Yeah.
Monday night.
Monday night.
O'clock. Yeah. I'm going to be talking a lot of skins. And we'll recap, of course, our bets and see how that goes. But thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you in a few minutes with the Wise Man for our NCAA